Hello, dear friends. We're glad to welcome you at another international discussion dedicated to the forum Global Crisis, There is a Way Out, which was held on April 22nd on the platform of the Creative Society Project. Today's discussion is called Heroes Behind the Scenes. So let's welcome our today's heroes, who are interpreters, the people who dedicated their time, their efforts, and their knowledge to make this information, vital information that was voiced during the forum, available in 150 languages. Today we have with us Rhoda Saldajeno from the Philippines and Wilkens Etienne from the United States. These wonderful people interpreted the forum into Filipino language and Haitian Creole language, as well as we have our amazing hosts with us, Konstantin Rybachuk and Alex Masny, and me, Kate, who were interpreting the forum from Russian to English and from English to Russian as well. So welcome, dear viewers. Welcome our amazing guests. And right now, I would like to pass the floor to Alex so he could tell you a very interesting information.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kate, and greetings, dear guests, greetings, dear viewers. It's really a very, very hard question that I need to present, like how describe a forum in a few words, because really the information presented there is shocking from one side. It is really amazing and really inspiring information that you get about the future society that we are building, that we are actively implementing into reality. And from another side, the information presented there is really unique. So, I mean, I could not find the words. I thought for several minutes how to present it in short, but I think the next video will present the forum better. Let's watch it.
All the forecasts voiced at our previous forum, Global Crisis, Our Survival is in Unity, are being confirmed.
Before the quake, I was working with Barry from the Creative Society. And after the quake, the whole scenery reminded me of the videos and all the facts and truths and all the reports that were published by the Creative Society.
There are 200 people still alive under those two buildings. They have been screaming for several days, but rescuers can't get to these people. There's not enough of them.
We can find a sniper 15 kilometers away with a thermal imaging camera, but we can't find a person lying in front of you because we don't have the equipment to do it. Are we normal people after this?
No one will solve this problem in the consumerist format of society. The horror is that earthquakes and disasters like this will only increase with each passing year.
Every 12,000 years, a flux of external cosmic impact penetrates the entire solar system and affects the course of all planets, moons, and even the sun. Naturally, the same impact affects the Earth's core. Every 24,000 years, this flux is stronger, and we're now exactly at this particular point. The growth of all these geodynamic processes has led to an increase in the number of natural disasters.
The enhanced frequency of extraordinary geophysical events indicates pronounced instability in the Earth's core. This same instability will consequently manifest itself in the form of intense heat and subsequent magma that produces a force magnitude similar to that recently visited upon Turkey. Such an extraordinary event could actually trigger volcanic activity as far away as Yellowstone caldera, located in North America.
We're not just one step away from another natural disaster, but from human extinction.
This year, there are particularly many abnormally bright and frequent auroras in various non-typical places of the planet. People have posted numerous photos and videos on social network admiring this phenomena. However, unfortunately, there isn't anything to admire. The magnetic field is critically weakening. The atmosphere is contracting, and the solar wind is descending closer and closer to the surface. This is scary because it shows a large disturbance in the magnetic field, and it is a sign that the Earth's core is no longer working properly. A drastic local increase in the magnetic field intensity that migrates across the surface of Earth. The human body, then exposed to such an area, simply shuts down. This is impossible to shield against this phenomenon. In the coming years, this will become the new pandemic.
We can prevent supervolcano explosions, keep humankind safe,
protect our planet from external impact.
The only format that can create the necessary conditions for this is the Creative Society.
The ideology of the Creative Society project is based on the 8 pillars formed as a result of comprehensive analysis of the will of millions of people.
The Creative Society is a new format of the society for all of humanity that will peacefully lead our civilization to a new stage of evolutionary development where human life is the highest priority.
People do not have all of these benefits because in the consumerist society in which we live, power is in the hands of a few instead of the hands of people.
If the power in your hands, would you increase your taxes or the prices of the goods you buy? Would you raise the prices of electricity, gas, and water? Would you condemn yourself to a lifetime of paying debts, insane bills for medical care, education, and so on? And finally, would you start a war in your country that would take your life and the lives of your loved ones? Of course not.
People know what they want and know how they want to live. People themselves will decide all important social issues on an open online platform.
We need a format that will benefit everyone, unite us all, and provide us with cutting-edge technologies and capabilities that exceed our imagination. This format is the Creative Society. But for the Creative Society to become a reality, we need to spread the word about it.
A person informs others about the Creative Society. We start sharing information about Creative Society by all available legal means.
After we have successfully completed all 3 stages of building the Creative Society, informational, political, and the global referendum, the world community legally and peacefully transitions to the creative format of society that we all have chosen together. As soon as we enter the transitional period, everyone will be provided with the monthly unconditional basic income in the amount equivalent to $10,000 with their own housing of at least 60 square meters per person. Education and healthcare will be of high quality and free, as well as resources, electricity, water, heating. All debts will be written off. Loans will be interest-free, and there will be no more taxes for individuals, small and medium-sized businesses.
We are glad that foundation for the Creative Society has been already laid, as many people around the world are building it already, and many continue to join every day.
It's happening, and people like you and I and everybody who's participating, it's an exciting time.
We know that there is a way out of this global crisis.
It is our duty to change the consumer format to a creative one.
Why the Creative Society? Because it is the only opportunity for the people to live with dignity and in peace.
Nowadays, our future, the future of our country, depends on the actions of each and every one of you.
We can make the Creative Society a reality tomorrow. Rise up.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a really wonderful short presentation. And now I think you will understand what exactly the forum was about. And there are really a lot of information that we are saying to the whole humanity and trying to suit the 12 hours of the live stream time that we have. But what is also unique that it was forum was translated into 150 languages. And if you ever wondered who are these people, so you can have opportunity to meet them today with a small, very, very small part of them. And I would like ask Konstantin to introduce our guests.
I think it would be better if each of us introduce ourselves, because, we are here representing the team of interpreters, a huge, huge team of interpreters from around the world who, made this event happen. Like you mentioned, Alex, the forum was interpreted simultaneously into 150 languages, and each language is a unique team. I will probably start with myself before I give the floor to every participant. My name is Konstantin. I'm a PhD associate professor. I've been, working all my life in education, and I'm also the participant of the Creative Society project. And since I speak English and teach in English, so I decided why not to try myself as an interpreter, because I feel that the information which is being announced during the forum is vital for every single person, and everyone needs to know that actually there is a way out of all the problems and challenges that we as a society are facing right now. So I feel very honored that I am, participating as an interpreter. And, through my voice, a lot of people can really hear super important and no doubt vital information for them, that truly there is a way out of, the problems and crises that we as a society are facing right now. And that's what I do. I would like to mention, by the way, that, for example, I will give the floor to Wilkens. Why I would like to give the floor to him, because he is also participating in the forum as a speaker, and his speeches I am interpreting into Russian. So Wilkens, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Konstantin. It is really a pleasure to be here with you all, and to also be a participant in the Creative Society project as a speaker and as an interpreter. This conference, I was an interpreter for the conference here. There is a way out, and I interpreted into the Haitian Creole language from English to Haitian Creole. So it's always just such an amazing opportunity to participate in any way I can. But the most, in my opinion, vital way to help the project is to communicate it with all. After all, that is the phase that we're in right now, is the informational phase, and to make this important information available to everyone in their native language, I feel is like such an amazing thing. Like, who else is doing this right now? Who else can put on these grandiose conferences and then interpret them into 150 languages? And I hope this, the conference reaches the ears of every Haitian Creole speaker, in the world, so they can hear it in, their own language through my interpretation, which is, just, it's a challenge, but it's such a great opportunity, because the message is so powerful. There are so many parts of the conference that I'm so impressed with, just as being a speaker or an interpreter or just a volunteer, in general. It's such a great thing, Konstantin. Thanks for interpreting me into Russian. I didn't know that when I was a speaker. That's so cool. But it's always great, I interpret you into Haitian Creole, and everyone else. Our Haitian Creole team is small, so I do a lot of it. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. Thank you so much. Thank everyone for the amazing effort.
And thank you so much, Wilkens, for, making this step towards, fighting your fears of maybe interpreting something wrong or forgetting the words and stuff like that, and just doing it, just stepping up and doing this action so that people of your origin, right, people who speak your language could get this vital information, could listen to it, could watch the forum, and could make their conscious choice, based on the information that they heard. And right now, I would like to ask pretty much the same question to Rhoda. Rhoda, could you please introduce yourself and let us know, what do you do for a living, and Are you a professional interpreter or not? And what actually inspired you to participate and to interpret the forum into Filipino language? Why do you think it is important?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rhoda Saldajeno, and I'm a Filipino. When I volunteered as interpreter to the Creative Society, I really didn't expect much that I would do much interpretation during. Already, I participated in 3 fora. I thought there would be another interpreters and I would just do a little part, but it turned out I did all the interpretation in Filipino. But I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do this. And I'm really thankful and honored to meet and know great people, scientists and politicians. Are there politicians in the group, economies, and all kinds of professionals, and their knowledge and the information from them are really, really great, awesome. And I thought when I did the interpretation, or before I did the interpretation, I said it would be a very great ways if I could not share this through my interpretation to my fellow Filipinos. So even though I didn't trust much of my interpretation, I still did it for the sake of the information to be shared to my fellow Filipinos. So far, I think we already have 110 million Filipinos population. So I'm proud that I did the interpretation during April 22 forum.
Wow, really, it's thank you so much for your work. It's exactly when you even think in such a scale, because every language has so many thousands, so many millions of people who will hear this information and spread it further. And this chain, will exactly like each and every step in this direction is informing about creative society. It's nothing that can be more important for doing today. And so I'm also can introduce myself shortly. So I'm also not a professional linguist. So I'm a biochemist by my first education, by an informatician by my second education. So mostly doing something in science and software development. And, it's a question that arises. So if you can speak the language, right? If you can speak several languages, and you have this wonderful opportunity to talk about the most important thing that can be right now, then you have no doubts, you have no fear, you just start doing it, and then, walk in one direction and without looking back. So you know your goal and you just start and interpreting it. And all the fears are left behind, and you just doing it in order to spread the word, like tell more people about the creative society, about our chance, about our way out, about the opportunity that we can use. So, and it's exactly wonderful. So, as far as I understand, there are not many professional interpreters here, right? Kate, maybe you were by education an interpreter. Who knows?
Well, actually, no. I'm working as a video content creator and IT specialist. I'm not a professional interpreter. So to all of you guys who think that you have to be very highly professional, you have to have higher education to do the simultaneous interpretations for the Creative Society project. No, we do have professionals, and this is amazing, and huge thank you and big gratitude to them for devoting their time and interpreting and translating the documents, interpreting as well as simultaneous interpreters. But to all of you guys who have this desire to convey this information to your native language so that people of your country could actually hear it, could watch the forum, could, get it, understand it, then please don't be afraid. There's nothing really that hard in the translation and interpretation process. And what you need is just a little courage and desire to contribute. And that's it. Well, and maybe technical devices, but it's, you can have your phone, you can have your laptop or computer, and our technical support will be ready to assist you to set everything up. So I just want to say that, if you feel this necessity, this sincere desire to participate, to contribute, please don't hesitate. Don't wait any longer, and just contact us at info@creativesociety.com, and we will gladly connect you with your fellow citizens of your country who already participate in the Creative Society project. And you can guys connect with each other, get acquainted, and do the translations and interpretations together, because, as they say, teamwork makes the dream work, right? So it will be a lot of fun, I'm pretty sure. And meanwhile, you will develop yourself as personality, you will develop your skills, you will learn new things, and the information that is being voiced during each conferences and forum is truly, truly unique, amazing, and you could never even thought that things like that could exist in our world. Like, for example, new technologies that will be available to all of us in the Creative Society, and, some other aspects of science or climate situation on the planet. So please don't hesitate and contact us and join the teams, and let's build the Creative Society together as soon as possible. And right now, guys, I would like to ask you, all of you, the question, like, what information impressed you the most, or maybe changed your worldview, or made you think like, is that really so? Or is this happened this way or the other way around? And what actually, maybe inspired you to do your own research? So who would like to start answering this question? Go ahead, just turn on your mic and speak.
I can probably start, if you don't mind. First of all, guys, the name of the forum, There Is a Way Out, which is, very exciting, because, with all the, crisis, challenges, problems, all, chaos that we have in the world today, a lot of people, think like how to get out of this. Like what needs to be changed, how it can be changed, who can change it, like what we need to change that. And the forum totally has shown everything, that for every single problem that we have, either in economics, in climate change, in in finances, in medicines, in technologies, in energy, there is certainly a way out for every single problem that we have. And that's truly amazing, because first of all, it gives hopes, one thing. But beside hope, we heard information. Well, I'll be speaking, like my opinion, my, vision of what I've seen. That I understand right now that the world is not going to be the same, ever. I mean, it totally changed, forever. That, no matter who tells me, that some problems cannot be changed, I know for sure that we can change everything. We can truly build the world, which is, a perfect place for living for every single person. We can build a totally new society with new values, with, new everything, which make a thriving place for, everyone. Especially the last presentation and the last movie that we've seen in the beginning of the forum about energy, right? It gives us already understanding how we can, create totally new technologies that, only science fiction writers used to write in their books like many, many years ago, dreaming about the world, what kind of world it will be, like what technologies will be available to us. But right now we know for sure that it's possible. And that's exciting, because we can finally, create the world where every single person is happy. When the world where there is no war, there is no hunger, there is no problems with anything, and people can really enjoy, first of all, living in it, and secondly, that every single person through the Creative Society project and later in the Creative Society will be able to open up his or her individual potential, and that potential will be valued, that potential will be used again for the benefit of this person and for the benefit of the whole society. And just imagine the world where there are more than 8 billion people, and every person brings something unique into this world, making it better and better. And I really can't imagine how beautiful our world will be, but I know for sure it will be the world even better than the science fictions used to describe, and great philosophers, great mind thinkers used to imagine, think, and even dream about it. That's we are on the threshold of something really exciting and something really new, something and it's so great when you're attached to that, when you're contributing even a small portion into that, either as a speaker or as an interpreter, or you're a part of the team who is looking for the information for preparing for the forum, or you're doing some other important things to make this forum happen. And that's an honor, truly. That's truly an honor to be a part of this beautiful team of like-minded people, and it's an honor to be part of becoming something new and beautiful for the whole society, for the whole planet. Thank you, friends.
Yeah, thank you, Konstantin, for sharing. And exactly that, like this feeling, you always feel it when you see the forum and when you watch it too, and it's really just really amazing. And thanks that you shared. I would like also ask Rhoda, maybe you can share with us what inspired you the most. What do you like the most when you have interpreted the forum?
Creative Society is really a very promising group, and when I learned the information about the society, I think 2 years ago, I was really get very interested, and I said, oh, this is a very promising thing. So I tried to learn about more about this Creative Society, and I talked with some people from the society, and they told me some information that I needed to learn, and I said, I have to stick with this, and okay, I'll try what I can do, what I can share. So as a volunteer, I tried helping with the proofreading, helping with the actual interpretation during at least 3 forums already. And I said, okay, when I learned more about the text and the speeches and many things about the society, I said, they are really very interesting. And I think sooner or later, these things will work. Like I'm interested and excited about the replicator, for example, and the health capsule. And I said, I will try these things when they really are working already. So Creative Society is the only thing I think so far that has a good promise for our future, for the future of the mankind. And I have to stick with this.
Rhoda, and I know that in the Philippines, there is a different time zone, right? And since you already interpreted like 3 forums in a row, what actually helps you, I don't know, maybe to get the energy, to get it going, and what helps you to stick to the project, to these interpretations? Because we do this on volunteer basis. Nobody gets paid or nobody gets some benefits or anything. But what helps you personally to do this, to contribute this way? Why do you do this?
There are many people who are really in very dire circumstances. They have great needs for not only for the physical but social things. So I said, in this way, through the Creative Society, I can at least help them meet those needs. So I said, I'll just do some sacrifice. So during the forum, I have to start at 11 p.m. night. And then it took 12 hours. I have to do some breaks, short breaks, but I keep on going because I'm thinking of those people that I can somehow help through this interpretation, to share the information from the Creative Society or from the great minds that are behind the Creative Society.
Thank you so much. Thank you for actually taking this sacrifice, which is actually, I think it's not a sacrifice. It is a huge contribution into our beautiful future, into our safe, prosperous, flourishing, amazing future. I don't know. I probably need to take a dictionary and think of adjectives that could describe Creative Society, but it won't be enough for sure. And what about you, Wilkens? What helps you to keep on going, to, turn on your laptop, put your microphone near you and start interpreting into Haitian Creole? Why do you think it is so vitally important for you?
Rhoda, she just brought up a really interesting point. What gives me motivation is when I think about the other participants, especially in one of the previous conferences, how there was a portion of it that spoke about Creative Society participants that were in the Ukraine who were experiencing the bombing, who were, right up until the very last moment doing as much as they could to help get this information out. And for some participants, it cost them their lives, to help get this information. So in those moments of, oh, I'm tired, maybe someone else can do it, all the thoughts come to you, the thoughts of, I just don't feel like it. I start thinking about those participants who made the ultimate sacrifice to help get this information out. And, if there's those who among us can give it everything they got, then why can't I? That is really the motivation, that in some of those moments of like the lowest feelings, like you just boy, you better keep going, because this information is like, it's that important, it's that important for us all, and that was it for me. I remember, very specifically feeling that, and then thinking about just all the participants, who give their effort, in the time zone. And like for me, fortunately, the conference in my time zone started at 11 a.m., so 11 in the morning, even till like 11 p.m. That's like right in the middle of the day. It's like, thank you for all those who in your time zone, it falls on just crazy, weird hours, just in the middle of the night, your efforts that, you put through. And it's like, in my mind, I think, it's a struggle, but, when you see just how committed and involved other participants are, it's a real motivation to keep going despite the fatigue or the thoughts of, oh man, these are some very sophisticated words or topics that I have not even the words to describe them in English, let alone my second language. That the thoughts are, oh, well, how are you going to describe volcanic processes and stuff like that, in Creole? Like, oh, thank you for dictionaries and quick thesaurus and like, technologies to help out with that. But it is that, that's the point that, like just, we're all doing it on a voluntary basis. I'm not a professional interpreter. I do it because I believe in it. I believe in the Creative Society wholeheartedly, and it's with that feeling that it compels me, along with understanding that all of the participants, all of who I consider my friends, my family, it's like, we're all giving such a tremendous effort, making sacrifices to help build this creative society that we're all benefit from. I can't wait until we do it. Honestly, it's like, you're putting in the hard work right now because there's going to be a great benefit. Once we realize the creative society, how amazing it's going to be. And the more effort we put into it now, the faster we'll realize it. So that's something that's amazing too.
Yes, exactly. It's really, please, Konstantin.
Yeah, I will just going to add a few words. What helps me, or motivates me. The understanding of the importance of the information which is being told during the forum, videos shown. This time I was finishing, interpreting the last two speeches of the forum into Russian, and it was already, almost 5 a.m. in the morning. So we started at 5 p.m. in our region, and finishing at almost 5 p.m. in the morning. And after 11 hours, you feel already you're tired, your voice is tired, but like, no, it's not time to relax. You got to, make one more turn, the introductory speech to the next video, and the closing speech after the video is super important. You need to concentrate, and it helps and it motivates actually not to relax, because you understand that the information that you are interpreting for the millions of people, and that's literally for millions of people, is very, very important. And you need to sound, not tired. You need to sound very, have sure in your voice, concentrated, make, nice delivery of the information, because when you're listening to the speaker, you are trying to, feel like what he wants to deliver to the audience. And that also motivates not to interpret it very smooth, very in the same voice, but to interpret also with the emotions what the speaker wants to deliver to the audience, what he wants to say, what he said that this important is super important, and what the interpreter is also trying to to deliver to the audience, but in your language. That's why every interpreter, he's also like a speaker, because he speaks the language that millions of viewers are watching and listening, and it is very important to deliver this information in the same way that the speaker knows that it is important, and he's delivering this way, and your task is to deliver it the same way, so people could get that information and understand its importance for them and for the whole society. So this is one of the things which actually also helps not to relax, to be concentrated, and it motivates also to work very attentively and be very concentrated. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. It's I totally agree with you. What concerns and what is about the motivation and the importance, because what I'm thinking about, other things that I'm doing in my life. So what I'm doing at work, for example, what I'm doing in other situations. So talking to people, discussing something. And if I compare it to this activity, this participation in the forum, so it's such information that really saves millions and billions of lives. and you don't know that maybe in this particular moment some person who have much broader opportunities to speak for billions of people, right? He's a blogger, or maybe she's very important and well-known person. Maybe he or she will exactly after listening to your speech can spread the information much more further than you can do it in the moment. And it's really important. And when you understand it, it motivates you so much to be very concentrated and inspire others. And about inspiration, Kate, what inspired you the most in the forum, or maybe when you have rewatched it? So please tell us.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for passing me the floor. To be honest, I was inspired all 12 hours through the forum, while interpreting and while rewatching. Of course, there was a lot of information that was really, really hard to interpret, to watch, to even, listen to, especially in the beginning, the video about what happened in Turkey this year in February. And to be honest, during the interpretation, after watching this particular video, this documentary, I had to interpret the speaker, Olga Schmidt, into Russian, and it was very hard to keep myself from crying. And when I rewatched the forum in Russian language, you could hear it in the voice. But what I wanted to say is that this is actually one of the things that is different. The creative society interpreters and interpreters, people who are just, making money of it. The thing is that I would say the interpreter attitude or something is such that you have to be neutral while interpreting. You don't have to be emotional while doing that, if talking about the regular professional interpreters. And as for the creative society interpreters, we understand that we are people. The topics that we are tackling, the issues that we are speaking up about, they're really, really vital for us, for all of the humanity, and also for for all of the people that we encounter. And this touches our heart, and the fact that we have the opportunity to voice this information in our language and spread it to more and more people, to let them know what are the common issues that we face right now as humanity, to let them know what is the way out, what are the great opportunities and benefits that await for us, in our near future, not thousands of years ahead of us, but near future, just in a couple of years, if we unite our efforts, if we give the opportunity to scientists to explore the new hypothesis that was voiced during the forum, then we'll have a totally different way of living, a totally different lifestyle. And this gives us the opportunity to speak from the bottom of our hearts. And I guess this is what inspires me, the information that is voiced during the forum, and also the way how these wonderful, amazing interpreters do it, how they put all their inner desire, to live in the creative society, how they put all this, they're not being indifferent to the information that they voice. And this is the most important thing. And this inspires me so much. And as for the information that we heard from the forum, the replicator thing, oh my God, I can't wait for it, to have it at home, to forget about cooking and just to enjoy my life and not waste so much time on cooking, on doing the dishes, on the kitchen stuff. And and also the health capsule, Rhoda mentioned it before. Oh my God, can you imagine how many people right now we have that have disabilities, that cannot live a proper life because for some reason they have some health problems, and the health capsule, it will basically fix everything. And it's just it's just unbelievable. But the thing that we live right now in the times that give us these opportunities, that, give us this technological development and that we can achieve, it's just so inspiring. So yeah, thank you so much for passing the floor to me. And also I wanted to say that right now it is very, very important to share this information with everyone, like every person, people that you meet outside when you go to cafe or when you go to work or when you take public transportation, and go somewhere in the city. It is very important to share this information with everyone so that people could get inspired and people could also participate in the project the way they can. And this will contribute to creating coordination centers all over the world that will actually make it possible to brainstorm, to unite our efforts, and to spread the information about the Creative Society project even faster. So right now, I would like to suggest us watching a short video about the coordination centers, why they're so important, and how they can help us to spread the word about the Creative Society project. So let's watch the video.
The Creative Society is not a commercial project. Nobody profits from it, and no one benefits at someone else's expense. People from all over the planet come together to build a society based on one simple principle. Only by improving life for the entire society can you improve it for yourself. This is the main principle of the Creative Society format, which guarantees benefits for everyone. The project's implementation relies solely on the goodwill and initiative of the people. Even one person can do a lot to build the Creative Society, and by uniting, more can be accomplished in less time. When we coordinate our actions, our abilities to inform others multiplies. Do you want to inform others about the Creative Society quickly and effectively so that it can be implemented sooner? Join forces with others around you, neighbors, friends, relatives, and co-workers, to establish Creative Society coordination centers. Your coordination center will be a community of like-minded individuals who also endorse the Creative Society. It will serve as a hub for people of your building, street, neighborhood, and city who take action on a volunteer basis, taking into account local legislation. If there is no coordination center in your vicinity, that needs to be fixed. Waste no time, inform your neighbors, find like-minded people, and create your own volunteer coordination centers. What do you need to create a coordination center? Opening one is simple, and anyone can do it. First, you should inform the main coordination center about your decision through the official email on the creativesociety.com website. Then, by joint efforts with others, do everything possible within the framework of the law to inform even more people about the Creative Society. You, the people, are the center of coordination. You can gather in person or virtually. You don't even need to be in the same place as other participants. You can organize your own communication through a chat on any convenient social network. Meetings and coordination can take place online using audio and video calls. The main thing is the coordination of your actions, which means a joint agreement on how you will organize the information sharing process. If you create a coordination center, it means that you are making a platform where you can communicate, coordinate your actions to inform people about the Creative Society in your region or city, hold conference calls, plan meetings, discuss results, distribute tasks among yourselves, brainstorm, and look for new approaches. If you have any ideas, you can bring it to a general conference call or meeting and discuss it together on how to implement it. For example, together you can print car stickers, put the logo on clothing and products, arrange for advertising in public places, and much more. You can download the designs for free from the creativesociety.com website. By coordinating your efforts, you can inform and engage your immediate surroundings and even entire communities, groups, organizations, districts, cities, internet resources, and local media, telling them about the Creative Society. Don't limit yourself. If you want to, you can inform your entire country and even your neighboring countries. You can organize coordination centers based not only on where you live, but also on your sphere of interests, including various lifestyle communities, sport clubs, business networks, etc. You can also interact with other coordination centers from different cities, countries, and the entire planet, joining in a virtual format of coordination. The Creative Society is a union of all humanity, all organizations, all people, all those who want to live in the Creative Society, and all those who understand the doom of the current consumer format are welcome here. The Creative Society is beneficial to absolutely everyone.
Yeah, so the Creative Society is beneficial for absolutely everyone. It's really great work that also reminds me about my motivation. You know, like after watching the forum and exactly the fragment, the video that already Kate mentioned, this video about Turkey, you know, I just can't forget the faces of the people I saw. And it's so, you know, like the understanding that I got that exactly these people were not informed, unfortunately, and as well as a lot of other people who live in Turkey and Syria right now and in countries where they could not, unfortunately, get the help of other people in the very dangerous situation. But you know, like what doesn't make me, you know, like demotivated or so, like it's exactly this way out. That all of us have this opportunity and we just need to start working. We need to really understand what are your, you know, like ideas, capabilities, start collaborate with other people and start informing it. Because, you know, like every day I'm walking on the street and I'm thinking about people I see every day, like how they, how do they live? Like, what are they thinking about? Do they even realize and know in what kind of dangerous situation are we right now? Right, like the whole humanity about these climate changes and everything that happens. So everyone, each of us, are in danger in our consumerist format, and you know, like what separates them from this beautiful life that we just saw in this video. What just separates is my actions. Exactly me, that I need to do something here locally, and exactly this idea that you can organize a coordination center, start doing something, start to find people who also would like to live in a great and beautiful society without any needs, without any worries for your future, with total social security. And like even living in Germany, you're also not secured. You cannot have these free medicine. You need to pay for it and a lot of money if you not have a work and so on. And you can start talking about these examples, but you know, like exactly my actions that I would like to concentrate, that each of us can do a lot of things. Like from TikTok video, talking to our friends, sharing this information everywhere. But we need to brainstorm, because alone, of course, you can, like, I don't know, inform hundreds people, thousands people. If you're a great speaker, you can inform million. But together, you can do too much, 2 times more, 3 and 10 times more. And the more people are there, the more ideas you have and the more opportunities you have. Like the doors are open. You just need to start doing that. And exactly this is very, very motivational. And in the end, despite the scientific part that I would like to touch on, because we have a lack of time, and this is very, very motivational. And I would like to ask our guests, maybe you also can share, the few last words and motivation for our viewers who maybe have doubts and want to start. So can you please share your last wishes and last words to our viewers?
I would just like to say, it is really important that we communicate this information. It's vitally important. It can not only bring us to a new stage as humanity, to where everyone can live safely and comfortably. I mean, it can literally save lives. We all understand like everything that's happening in the world and how just crazy things are. And the Creative Society is really, like the name of the forum, there is a way out. There is a way out of this, it seems like this, hot mess that we're in as a civilization. So, we need to let everyone know that there is a way out. We have solutions, scientifically, you said, Alex, we can't get into it, but there is so much impressive technology that was voiced at the forum. It was like, and one of the things that impressed me the most was like going beyond the quantum limit, that, the ideas behind these replicator technologies, Kate, that you mentioned, and the health capsule and everything else. It's like, there's a clear like map on how we can, get out of this situation that we're in, and not only get out, but create a wonderful situation for us all. So we need to let everyone know, everyone who this information reaches, like, let's share it with everyone else. So that way we can more quickly build a creative society, so we can end all of the wars and all of the nonsense that we have going on, and really truly live like human beings. So those are my final thoughts. And I hope that everyone who hears this can share it with everyone that they know, so we can really live in a wonderful world.
Oh, thank you so much, Wilkens. And just like Alex said, together we can move mountains, that for sure. Rhoda, what would you like to say to our viewers, to people who maybe happened not to participate in the project yet, but they have this desire on the inside to contribute to society, to do something good for humanity, but they're still afraid or not sure how to do it? What would be your suggestion? What would be your thoughts on this topic, and what would be your wish to them so that they could start taking action?
Okay, so far here in our place, I already share the ideas about the Creative Society first to my family members, some friends and neighbors, and then I'm trying to share also texts or videos about the Creative Society on social media. Sometimes I share it on my accounts on Facebook and TikTok, and what else? I think Instagram. And of course, the information I get from the Creative Society, through the videos, through the speeches I heard and interpreted, I also try to share with my friends and people around me. And also there are some people who try to communicate with a Creative Society here and want to do their volunteer work. So I don't know how they can do their volunteer work. I'm trying to communicate with the team how to let these people know more about the Creative Society. But there are already some inquiries about how to volunteer with the Creative Society about this from these people.
This is amazing. This is just wonderful. And before you continue, I just want to say that this is one of the most common questions that we probably get, like how you can become a volunteer, what you can do, how to participate, how to spread the information, right? And I just want to say to our viewers, if you're asking yourself this question, please be advised that on the creativesociety.com website, we have a page where you can get inspired by how to participate in the project. You can do videos, you can do TikToks, you can write articles, you can just share the videos and all the content that you get from the Creative Society on your social media pages, just like Rhoda does, and Wilkens does, and Alex, and Konstantin, and me, and every Creative Society volunteer. So please go to creativesociety.com website and check the page, how to participate, how to get involved. And I'm pretty sure that you will find your inspiration there, and you will get this, inner desire to contribute even more, even better, to build the Creative Society even faster. So sorry, Rhoda, for interrupting you. Please go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I don't have much idea how to tell these people how to do their share of volunteerism in the Creative Society. But thanks for the information, and I hope they heard about it and they can really do their volunteer work to the group. So yeah, for the coming days, I also want to keep on sharing about the Creative Society and all the other information that I can share with those people who sometimes ask me about the Creative Society. So for now, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear friends. Thank you. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, just would like to mention that, when you have these questions, how I can start, how I can participate, it's the most important is start write to the participant, to the people who are already participating, and just ask, okay, friend, maybe I can help you somehow, or do you know what can I do? And it's really everything starts from communication. You can write to the email info@creativesociety.com, or you can write to every social network that we have, or just write to normal people who have already a symbol of Creative Society, or maybe you can see them on the street. It's already a significant step, because you already start talking, and within this communication you for sure you make already this step. And the next step will be about informing other people, bringing and building your own future with your own hands. Now that's also my last message. Kate, do you have any last message for our viewers?
Oh, yeah, I do. No, guys, to be honest, I just want to say one more time that we need to make sure, we need to put all our efforts, we need to do everything we can right now to spread the information about the forum that happens on April 22nd, 2023, Global Crisis, There is a Way Out. Because the information that was voiced by scientists, but by experts, by IT specialists, by people from all over the world is so vital. You cannot even imagine. Guys, it might sound hard to rewatch the forum or to watch the forum 12 hours long, but to be honest, I'm sure that this will be the best 12 hours of your life. Not any video, any blockbuster movie, any fantasy movie or science fiction movie would not give you that much inspiration, would not give you that much information, which is scientifically proven, that you will get in the forum. So please, guys, don't hesitate to participate. Don't hesitate to watch the forum. Don't hesitate to take a stand, to speak up, to rise up, as Robbie Wells said, the candidate for the US president during the forum, right? Don't hesitate to, give yourself a chance to have a better future, to build a world that you will not be ashamed to pass on to your kids, to your descendants, right? And just please find the courage inside. find the inspiration inside and take this action, because without you, we won't be able to build a creative society. Every human being, every citizen of the planet Earth is vitally important right now in building the creative society, in making this process happen. So please don't hesitate, join in and contribute the best way you can. And meanwhile, develop your skills, develop your professional, personal communication skills and stuff, and just enjoy life, because this is easy. This is not hard. This is something that gives you inspiration. This is something that gives you hope. And this is something that gives you the opportunity to change the world for the better. Join the Creative Society Project.